Infidel 1258. I wanted to do a quick video today because I have a moment while we're waiting for my wife to get together some library books before we go do some family chores, have some fun day. I want to talk about silver. So, if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I'm on a journey to 1,000 ounces, and I haven't previously.
Send that picture of me.
No, right now, okay. The reason for that is, if you're watching this video, you probably already have all the justifications in your own mind as to why owning silver is a good idea. But I believe that the US dollar is a linchpin for the global economy. I also believe that there's a de-dollarization that's going to occur as America prints money into hyperinflation. I also think the U.S. bond market is a massive bubble that will pop, and that's going to destabilize the U.S. Economic cornerstone, and with it, stock market will collapse, and people will flood into bullion as a safe haven and a salvage their own assets. And so I think we could see silver booming, and so I buy it for that reason. And I'm still 2 weeks away from being able to buy my next lot of silver. I buy at the end of every month, and I'm going to be doing a $200 purchase at the end of every month for approximately 4 to 5 years, depending on the spot price of silver. That should get me to about 1,000 ounces. And so that's the goal, that's the plan. And today I just wanted to kind of touch base with a little of my reasoning, which I've just given, but also I want to talk about one more big thing that I've been thinking about lately, which is the silver to gold ratio, which, if you know silver, then you might already know, is a measure of how many silver ounces does it take to buy 1 gold ounce. And you can see across 100 years of data that commonly and historically, you're talking about 40 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. Of course, that ratio varies, and sometimes it's much higher and sometimes it's much lower. There have been 3 times in history where the ounces of silver per gold ounce has been less than 20 ounces of silver, and currently we're at 83 ounces of silver to buy 1 gold ounce. And so why does that matter? Well, first of all, at 83 ounces of silver to gold, we are well above the average, and we are due for a regression to the mean, which means that I would expect silver to be moving closer to 40 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold in the near future. That would probably begin as the de-dollarization is occurring, the bond markets are popping, the US government loses its control over the global financial market, people rush into bullion, and with it we see a failure of the paper ETF silver shorts that are holding back the market pricing. So that's a whole mouthful, and it would take a long video to get into the whole explanation of everything I just meant and said and why I think it, but suffice it to say, I think the silver price will move closer to $40 an ounce, $40, 40 ounces of silver per ounce of gold, and that would be a norm. But while we move from where we are at 83 ounces of silver to 40 into a normative state, we are going to overcorrect, which is something that Mike Maloney, who's the guy I trust and listen to, is quite clear about. Markets, when they are overextended, they will overcorrect before reaching a normative state. So I'm anticipating that we will see a 4th time in the last 100 years. It'll be the 4th time in the last 100 years that silver will be in the neighborhood of 20 ounces of silver will buy you 1 ounce of gold. I'm anticipating that, and I think it'll happen within the next 5 years. I say that because I believe the de-dollarization of the world will occur. The U.S. economy will stutter and fail in a way that will prevent the U.S. dollar from being the linchpin that it is, and bullion will thrive, and people will rush to it as a means to save their wealth. So, what do you guys think about that? If we moved down to 20 ounces of silver buying 1 ounce of gold, would you move some of your silver stack into gold? I would. That's kind of not all. I would never. I'm a firm believer that silver is a lifelong play, but I certainly would like to get some gold, and I'm not buying gold at these prices and at this ratio. So, what do you guys think about that? I hope you're having an awesome day. I can't wait to show you guys my next unboxing, which will be in a couple weeks' time, end of October, and looking forward to getting some new rounds, maybe a new 10-ounce bar. We'll see. But I'll be sure to update you here. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. Hope you're having an awesome day, and God bless you. Hazel, do you want to say anything?
Bye.
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 Bye, guys.